Hello and welcome back. And now that we have some of the basics covered, we're gonna jump into the core of programming with things like methods, branching, and all of that. But before we do that, we have to cover comparison operators. And I'm not gonna spend too much time on this or go in depth because we're gonna see how they're used very soon in a program itself. But some basic knowledge of what they are and what they do is necessary to get started. So let's take a quick look. I'm gonna pull up my REPL. Okay, now what are comparison operators? Comparison operators are when you're trying to compare two items. So things like double equals, okay? This tests for equality. And that's not to be confused with the single equals. It may be tempting to test two items and say, is A equal to B? This, as you've seen already, simply assigns B. So now A is pointing to what B is pointing to. That does not mean equality. So that's not a comparison operator. Then there is the not equal to, okay? Then there is the greater than sign. Then there is the less than, and so on. So we're going to look at some of the basics of this. So I'll pull up IRB over here. Let's say the number 10. Let's see if it's equal to 9. You see, Ruby says false. Okay, is 10 equal to 10? True. Is 10 equal to, let's say, 10, which is the string 10 dot 2i? True. What if I make this 2f? True. Okay. So even though I'm converting this 10 to a float, it's still the value 10. So it's true. All right. 10.0 is equal to 10 in Ruby's eyes, and which is correct. So what about 10 not equals? And not equals is shown by this exclamation mark and equals. 10 not equals 9. We're expecting this to be true. True. Okay. So let's do string comparisons. Hello. Not equals to buy. True. Hello. Not equals to hello. False. Hello equals to hello. True. Okay. Great. So we see how that's working. So let's look at a few more. You can say 100 greater than 99 returns true. You can also say greater than equals. So 100 greater than equals to 100. That's true. 100 greater than or equals to 99. That's also true. 100 greater than or equals to 101. False. Okay, you see how that works. Similarly, we can use less than or equals. That turns out to be true. What about this? Empty string equals a space string. Let's see. False. Clearing that up. So you get an idea of how this works. Actually, I don't know why I exited this. Okay. You get an idea of how this works generally. And you saw earlier that you had that 10 equals 10.2f, right? Which is essentially 10 equals 10.0. Is true, but what if I do triple equals? That's also true. What if I do 10 dot equal 10.0? Whoops, I left out a question mark here. That's false. That's interesting. So what is that? This one, this dot equal question mark, is actually comparing the types, right? So if you are looking to compare types, and you want to see if integer and float are the same type, even though they have the same value, you can use dot equal question mark, and you see that gives you false. All right. So there are tools to help you even in that situation. So that's a brief look at comparison operators, and we're going to use this a lot, especially with branching, which we're going to cover next. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Feel free to explore this further by simply looking up comparison operators in Ruby. And I'll see you in the next video.